Hello and welcome to this video. This time I will show you the top 5 Rifleman weapons. Let's begin with the Dewnfield R65E4. The Dewnfield R65E4 is a zero recoil burst weapon with a range of 17.5. As far as I know, the highest range of all Rifleman weapons in the game. Due to the low recoil of that weapon, it's pretty easy to do some nice headshots with it. It has got 80 damage only, but for a burst weapon with zero recoil and a good RPM of 620, you can do a lot of kills with it. Yeah, and this is why I call it zero recoil weapon. On the 4th place, we've got the R16A4. The R16A4 is the oldest Rifleman weapon in this list. It's already in the game since 2013 or 2014. I don't really remember that, but it's already in here since a very long time. But at that time it was a burst weapon and it was not really good. After its buff in November-December 2015, I'm not exactly sure about the date when the buff happened, but it was between November and December 2015. It got more popular again, and the old players who unlocked it before it got removed from vendor again could use the new best Rifleman weapon at that time. A bit later, at the 22nd of December 2015, it came into the shop for Warface dollar, in Warface dollar boxes. That's how I got that wonderful weapon. But enough with the history of that weapon. The R16A4 has nowadays got 82 damage, a range of 15.5 and 655 RPM, and it's still really good for a Rifleman weapon. By the way, you can get it in credit boxes today. Nowadays, but at the moment it's not in the shop as far as I know. Oh no, never mind. There are R16A4 icebreakers in the shop. You can get that weapon. And, well, that's just the R16A4 with the skin on it. But, well, as I said, credit random boxes, and that means it costs credits real money. Well, and the recoil is also easy to control. You just need to pull down a little bit, and yeah, after 15 bullets you should just reset your recoil and stop shooting for a bit, because after 15 bullets the recoil is random. And now you're already coming to the top 3. The third best Rifleman weapon is the FN-FAL DSA-58. That's the newest Rifleman weapon of this list. That means no history this time. The cool thing about this weapon is that it's a low recoil weapon with a great damage of 83 and a good RPM of 620. It's easy to control this weapon, and with a clip size of 35, it has got 5 more bullets than all the other weapons in this list. Spoiler, those 5 bullets will sometimes save your life. By the way, this weapon is also a credit box weapon. And here you can see the easy to control recoil of that gun. So as I already said, it's easy to control. The second best Rifleman weapon, the AK-Alpha. The AK-Alpha is at the moment the rarest Rifleman weapon in Warface. You have to open crates to get resources for it. But you can only get these crates and open these crates if you bought the Absolute Power Global Operation. Something like 2 or 3 months ago. Because at the moment there's no other way to get it. If you haven't bought the Absolute Power Operation, you will have to wait till there's another operation where you can get it. Or just wait for it to come in random boxes. I'm pretty sure that Might.com will release a gold AK-Alpha random box someday. Probably 60 credits for the first box, as usual. But that's only a theory, since I don't know what My.com is planning to do. At least they published a gold AK-Alpha stripe already. This gets 999 kills with AK-Alpha, with gold AK-Alpha stripe, I don't know. Well, the stats of this weapon are great. It has got 82 damage, a range of 17, 840 RPM, and it has got a good recoil. By the way, the clips you can see in the background are provided by Skillax. Thanks to him. Well, if you want to check out his channel is in the description. And here you can see the recoil. Luckily, Skillax recorded the recoil, so you can check it out here. And now we come to the first place, the legendary ArchX 160. This weapon is the most used weapon in Warface Cups, and the favorite Rifleman weapon of pretty much every lucky owner of the ArchX 160. The ArchX 160 has got 80 damage, a range of 16 and 680 RPM. One small problem you will have with this weapon is that it's sometimes not one-hit headshotting. Sometimes you need a second shot to take the enemy down, but that shouldn't be a problem with 680 RPM. The ArchX 160 is also a credit box weapon, and at the moment it's not in the shop. Ah yeah, and here you can see the recoil again.